Hi, I'm Reagan, and I'm in fourth grade. Okay. Hi, my name's Clara, and I'm in fourth grade. Hi, my name's Tess, and I'm in fourth grade.
So I want to ask you a couple questions today. The first one is, what's your favorite memory at lower school?
My favorite memory at lower school was the Halloween parade because it was I was new last year. So it was my first Halloween parade at Sidwell, and I remember us all running and having fun together. And I really felt like a part of the community. So, my favorite memory is probably the science fair last year because I never had a little buddy. I always had an older buddy, and I made really good friends with her. My favorite memory was at Founders Day last year because I had never really had an older buddy who was a boy, and I didn't think I was going to like it, but it was really fun.
Okay. What's been your favorite lunch?
My favorite lunch was probably butter chicken because it was the first day I had butter chicken, or the first time I had butter chicken, and it actually became one of my favorites. So my favorite lunch is the chicken teriyaki because it's just really good. So a few years ago on St. Patrick's Day, we had St. Patrick's Day cookies, chocolate milk, and pizza, and it was great.
Thank you so much for coming. We just wanted to ask you guys a few questions. Maybe you all can start with your name and what year you graduated.
I'm Nate Potts, class of 18.
Mark Chichester, also the class of 2018.
Coach Singletary, class of 1993.
David Connors, the class of 18.
Eric Peterson, class of 18.
So my first question for all of you is, what's your favorite homecoming activity?
I would say the football game was always a big one for us, or for me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's going to be the same answer across the board. I always love playing in the games. Yeah, being with the guys after all of that.
I think for me, as a student, even because I didn't play football, it's always just the amount of people that show up on campus. All three divisions joining at one time. It's how you want it to be for most things. And we know we're super busy around here, so it's hard to get this kind of turnout. So it always makes me feel good to see the amount of people here.
Yeah. I'll probably say a little bit of a mix of what everyone said so far. I love the football games and the camaraderie, that brings a lot of the students together because, like Coach Singletary said, it's kind of hard to get all the students together in an atmosphere like this. And, it just feels good.
Yeah, and I mean, not to repeat and be a broken record, but yeah, it's great seeing everybody here. When I was playing, I was out there dropping 3 touchdowns every single homecoming. So, and this guy was throwing 4 of them. So, and them guys were blocking it and catching it. Everybody here did their share, but no, it was great seeing everybody. People you haven't seen in a minute. Alumni cheering you on. It's a great time.
It's definitely football. Always. Every year. Homecoming, we're ready for it, and then obviously seeing everybody, teammates, teachers, everybody, just chilling, relaxing, having a good time. So, homecoming is always going to be great for us.
And then do you guys have any advice for us current students, just in general?
Definitely don't drop out and study. Please study.
Say, enjoy your time here while you're here and make the most of it. And like the other two said, keep your grades up.
I'd say don't let the stress get to you. We all went to Sidwell. It can be a lot. There's amazing opportunities here, but it can also, the stress can definitely weigh you down. Keep on top of your stuff, make sure you're studying and all that, but don't let it completely overwhelm you. At the end of the day, it's still high school, right? You're still growing up, living life. Don't get too consumed with it.
Yeah, I'd say, with the guys saying embrace it all. It goes fast. Some of your greatest friends will be from high school, so cherish those relationships. Really, invest in them, make them deeper, support one another. Like you said, just obviously studying goes without saying, but just really have a great time. I think enjoy it more than let it be a burden.
I would say stay in the moment. Enjoy. I feel like every experience as they come. Also pour back into the community. You never know. Later in life, what the relationships that you build now will come back to help you out, or you may be able to help someone else out. So I would say that's most important.
Well, the timing couldn't have been any crazier. They just scored, but now the the advice that I can give to y'all, man, don't take this for granted. Don't take this opportunity for granted, man. There's a lot of people here that would love to be here, that would do anything to be here. And enjoy these moments, man. As someone who graduated 7 years now, it's totally different life now. Being an adult is not the most luxurious thing, man. So, enjoy your youth, man. Just enjoy your youth.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate this.
Of course, thank you.
Hi. Okay, we're gonna start with your name and what grade you're in.
My name is Kai, and I go to 8th grade.
Cool. Okay. So my first question for you is, what makes Sidwell Friends feel like home to you?
A really big part of the community here at Sidwell is just how warm and inviting everybody is, and how you're able to. There's like a bunch of friends that you can make, and just how well everybody's interconnected with each other.
Okay, that's really good. My second question for you would be, what's a moment that made you proud to be a part of the school?
A moment that made me proud to be in the school was probably all of the really fun events that we have like here, and where like I'm able to help my community, and especially during like community service day is a very big part of why I'm really proud to be at Sidwell. So yeah.
Cool. Okay, my last question for you would be, what makes this year's homecoming feel different or special?
I don't know if I was actually here for last year's homecoming, but this homecoming is really special because I'm actually volunteering in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And
where are you volunteering?
Over there at the
cool.
8th grade bake sale. I'm hoping to raise some money. And what makes it really special is just how I get to see my friends and I get to raise money for a good cause. So yeah.
Great. Thank you so much. Who am I here with today?
Hi, I'm India Green.
All right. And what do you love most about being part of the Sidwell Friends community?
The community itself. It's almost like a family. It's very inclusive. You kind of find your people, and you stay with them, and
all right,
have good experiences.
Second question: what made you choose Sidwell for your children?
I wanted my kids to have good education. I wanted them to be in a diverse environment. I wanted them to meet people of all walks of life and have the ability to form relationships and bonds with them.
All right, and last question, what is a piece of advice you'd give to new Sidwell parents?
I would say to show up as much as you can, because you meet a lot of great people, and they just become family.
All right, thank you, Ms. Green.
You're welcome.
All right, who am I here with today?
Chase.
Naya. Layla. Jordan.
All right, and what grade are you guys in?
We're all in 10th grade, sophomores.
All right. And what is your favorite homecoming tradition?
My favorite homecoming tradition is probably like when you go around with the tickets, you get all the food.
Yep. My favorite homecoming tradition is probably watching all the games with my friends after our shifts.
Yeah, I want to say the same thing. Working at the tables and then watching like the football or soccer game.
Yeah, I definitely like the hype with the games, It's like really Hoko spirity.
Yeah.
And what is one word that describes your grade?
One word that describes my grade is definitely unique.
Fun.
Probably like persistent.
Community.
And what should be our official homecoming anthem?
Probably like This Little Light of Mine.
Yeah. I don't really know. I'm gonna have to think about that once I'm pass the microphone. It's like na 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 na, and then it's like it's like. Yeah, I'm gonna be with Naya. I don't really know about that one. Gotta think about it.
All right, and last question: who is your favorite teacher and why?
My favorite teacher is Dr. Wolf, because she always has like the best in her mind for us and like really takes it slow to make sure like we get all the topics and like we're set up for success in tests and stuff before moving on to click.
And what subject does she teach?
Oh, math.
My favorite teacher is probably Mr. Vereen because he just has a great personality, and I had him last year, my freshman year, as my English teacher, and he was just great overall. And even though I don't have him this year, I still talk to him, and I just love talking to him.
My favorite teacher is probably Miss Lagarda. She teaches science, and she comes off as strict in the beginning. She's actually like really funny. She's a really good teacher. She explains things really well, and it's also like really easy to like build a relationship with her because she's like really nice. You could talk to her outside of school too.
I like all the teachers that they named. I've had them all, so I think they're really good teachers as well. I also really like Miss Hamilton. I just met her this year. She's my math teacher. I like the way she teaches. I think she's really, descriptive in her teaching and like the way we all go on the boards to learn instead of like learning from her just like showing us. Yeah.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
All right. Who am I here with, and what grade are you in?
I'm Adam, and I'm in 3rd grade.
I'm Yusuf Niazi and I'm in 8th grade.
I'm Christopher Gibbons, and I'm in 5th grade.
And what is one word that captures the Sidwell spirit?
Kind.
I think it's definitely friendship because at Sidwell it's easy to become friends with your teachers and classmates.
Spices.
And if Star the Fox could talk, what would it say right now?
He would say to try not to cut down a lot.
I don't know because what does a fox say?
Bang, 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 bang.
And last question, if you could invite one celebrity to homecoming, who would it be?
I would invite Greta Thunberg so we can make this school more environmentally friendly.
Jingle.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Hi. Okay, so say your name.
I'm Nurse Annika.
I'm Corinne.
Okay, so today we're going to ask you a few questions. My first one is, are either of you guys an alumni?
I am.
Cool. Okay, so what's one tradition that you're really happy is still around?
I am really glad that the students all decorate each other's lockers for their birthdays still. It's so heartwarming to walk through the middle school and see all the lockers covered in wrapping paper, and I think it's really sweet that we do that for our community here.
10 shirts up.
Okay. And then what advice would you give to current students?
My advice to current students would be drink water, limit your caffeine, always find the joy in everything. It's all going to work out. Take a deep breath, and stay home when you're sick.
Great. Okay, last question would be, if you could invite one celebrity to homecoming next year, who would they be?
Jason Momoa.
Okay.
Beyonce.
Nice. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so let's just start with your name and what grade you're in.
I'm Aria. I'm in 6th grade. I'm Lucia, and I'm in 6th grade. I'm Roxy, and I'm in 6th grade.
What's a moment that made you proud to be a part of this school?
A moment that made me proud was probably when we survived in Global Village.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interview the cookie.
And then my last question for you guys would be, what's one word that describes your grade?
Definitely crazy.
Okay. What's your name and what grade are you in?
My name is Millen. I joined Sidwell in 3rd grade, and I'm in 4th grade.
Nice. Okay, so we're just going to ask you a few questions today. So my first question is, what's one word that captures the Sidwell spirit?
Peaceful.
Peaceful. Okay. Why do you say peaceful?
I say peaceful because like our community really embraces silence.
And then what makes this year's homecoming feel different or special to you?
I sort of feel like this year's homecoming, usually there's all the big booths are on the tent near the football field. This year they're all down here near the school cafeteria, and I feel like that's
Okay, and then my last question for you is, what's your favorite memory at Sidwell?
the Global Citizen Project in 3rd grade, where we got to study about a country, Greece, and we got to do a lot of fun stuff.
Hi. Okay, just introduce yourself. What's your name? What grade are you in? Okay, so I just want to ask you a couple questions. My first one is, what makes Sidwell feel like home to you?
Sidwell feels like home just because the community we have is great. I've been here. I didn't came here for high school, but I've been here with the basketball community for sometimes Saturday. Just the people, the teachers, the community.
Hmm. And then, what's your only at Sidwell moment?
Oh, definitely kids complaining about an A minus in Texas.
Hi, what's your name?
Mr. Jones.
What do you love most about working with Sidwell students?
I appreciate that they're extremely clever. It's hard to make them feel bad, no matter how hard I try. When you tell them to leave the office, you have to tell them in a very creative way, not just leave my office, like leave my office or I will throw you in the dumpster, things like that. The kids are very witty in like a Peter Parker Spider-Man kind of way where it's almost annoying, but you have to love them. But more or less.
Hi. Okay, we're going to start with your name and what grade you're in.
I'm Anna. I'm a junior.
Okay, if you could change one rule for a day, what would it be?
I just want to like see what would happen if we pushed the start time till 9, right? Like, would the world fall apart? I don't think it would.
Okay, last question for you is, what snack best represents Sidwell friends and why?
Whole grain Cheez-Its, because that's always what they have for snack. And everyone loves Cheez-Its. And the whole grain are like pretty much the same, but just like slightly worse.
Hi, PC.
All right. Who am I here with today?
Wyatt.
All right, Wyatt. What makes Sidwell friends feel like home to you?
I think the community here is really strong. I feel like I have friends in all parts of the community, all the activities, whether it's tennis, theater, but they also feel like separate groups. Like I can be all parts of myself with all my friends. It feels like a great place.
And who do you think has the best school spirit in your grade?
It's gotta be Kelly, Green, and Terry. Always showing up for those spirit days.
And what grade are you in?
Sophomore.
Nice. All right, and last question. What's something only Sidwell students can understand?
What would George Fox say?
Hi, thank you so much for doing this. Maybe we'll just start with your name and then what year you graduated.
Sure. My name is Brian Stabby, and I graduated in 2009.
Just a couple questions. My first one is, what was your favorite hangout spot when you were in?
Well, my favorite hangout spot, I had a couple. When I was in high school is actually when the Fox Den opened. It used to be the school store before, and it was a little bit haphazard, and they really kind of made it nice. I'm told that there's a new Fox Den coming in the not too distant future, so it's kind of funny to see like the thing that was new and shiny for me is now sort of on its way out. Did always enjoy spending time in the Fox Den. I think also, I know there's a lot of changes on campus. A lot of the time when we were hanging out, we were just sitting on the ground in the hallways up until senior year when we had the senior center and really took full advantage of that space. But really anywhere that we could not be underfoot, even if we were underfoot, that was probably my favorite place. It was some of my favorite places to be.
And then if you were to give advice to us current students, what would it be?
Sure. I think, Sidwell, when you're here, it sort of can be a little bit of a pressure cooker. It's there's a lot of expectations of you, your teachers, your parents, your friends, one another. This is a time that you're going to look back on maybe and feel perhaps more fondly than you do right now. It can be a little bit hard when you're in the thick of things and studying for tests and midterms and you got homework and you got sports to sort of take a moment and appreciate sort of that, like, this is a cool place to be and it's a time of your life you'll never have again. Coming at this from an alumni who's back for homecoming, I have a lot of fond memories and it's been really great to stay in touch with and reconnect with folks from my class, but also other alums from the years around me, and continue to participate in the life of Sidwell and the school. And I would say just once you've graduated, you're not done being a Sidwell Friends Quaker. You're a Quaker for life, and you should continue to participate and come back and stay in touch. course, yeah.
Who am I here with today?
Good morning. You are here with Rashida Wilson Prelo.
And what year did you graduate from Sidwell Friends?
In the 90s.
In the 90s. So first question, what was your favorite Sidwell memory from your time here?
I would have to say I was in high school and it was the marine biology trip that my class took. We went to California and we started in La Jolla. We were gone for 2 weeks and we just traveled the coast studying all the different tides, marine life for 2 weeks, and it was an awesome time.
That sounds awesome. And what is one tradition you're glad is still around?
I would have to say the tradition that my year started, which is the Black Student Production. It was our parents that got together with Ricky Clayton and Wayne from Howard University and had the first production, and I'm so happy to see that that is still happening now.
That's awesome. And last question, what advice would you give to current students?
I would say that you are enough already as you are, and I know that there are a lot of demands on your time. You're studying, you want to do well, and there's a lot of pressure to do well, which I do want you to do well, but I also want you to know that you are enough. Things will work out, and your future self will thank you for all the preparation that you're doing today.
All right, thank you so much.
No problem.
Hi, what's your name and what grade are you in?
My name is Romy. I'm in 7th grade.
Cool. Okay. So I have a couple questions for you today. My first one is, what snack best represents Sidwell Friends and why?
I think probably red Doritos because like the colors for Sidwell is red, and also because like a fox is like a triangle shape. So yeah.
Cool. Okay. And then my second question is, if you had 3 emojis, what would it be to describe Sidwell?
Probably like a holding hands emoji because like it's like really community oriented, and then also a fox emoji because the Sidwell foxes, and I guess then like a tree because the campus is really pretty, and yeah.
Nice. Okay. Last question. Who has inspired you the most in this community?
Definitely a lot of my teachers. Probably my history teacher because she's always like really respectful to everyone, and yeah.
Cool. Okay, thank you so much.
All right, who am I here with today and what grade are you in?
Oh, my name is Solomon White. I'm in 7th grade. My name is Alonzo White. I'm also in 7th grade.
All right, Solomon. What's something that brings everyone together here?
Something that brings everyone together is the sports program at Sidwell. It's very good and it unites like most of the grades together. Can I also answer?
Yeah.
I would also agree with sports because it's just like a great, and I could say it's a great environment to be in, and like when everybody participates in something, it just makes everybody feel better.
All right. And what is one word that describes your grade?
I think we both can agree on this. Interest.
Question: who is your favorite teacher and why?
This year.
Yeah, this year or actually, it doesn't really matter.
Over
Whatever.
Sidwell. I think this year, it's been my advisor, Senior Shrestha, because he's kind of quirky, but in sorry, thanks for it. I think it's my advisor, Mr. because we can both relate to some sports, and he's just a really good though.
All right. Thanks, guys. Am I here with today?
Tanya Tillman.
All right. And what do you love most about working with Sidwell students?
Oh, I love so much about working with Sidwell students. I love their excitement. I love the randomness that comes along with the energy that they bring to the Fox Inn. I love them coming and doing random TikTok dances in the Fox Inn. I love their commitment to being disciplined, the work ethic that they show every day when they come in and they're studying. We're working alongside of friends. And so it's just a lot of diversity and also the care and compassion that I see them show one another and everyone in the community authentically is also what I love.
All right. What advice would you give to current students?
Be authentic, be calm, be compassionate, take every step as it comes, but also think about your future and make intentional decisions.
And last question, if you could add a new Sidwell tradition, what would it be?
12 days of Foxton fun, of course. Come by and see us in December for that. And each and every month, we're looking for new ways to add to the engagement and excitement. So come in and share with us.
All right. Thank you, Miss Tanya.
Hi, everybody. Okay, so we're going to start with your name and your grade.
Hi, my name's Clara, and I'm in 4th grade.
Hi, my name's Arya, and I'm in 4th grade.
Hi, my name's Raven, and I'm in 4th grade.
Okay, so you're good. My first question is, if Star the Fox could talk, what would they say?
I think they would. I don't know what they would say. Probably feel like it was me all along because nobody knows who Star is.
I think he would say, "Happy Sidwell." I think he would sing the "This Little Light of Mine" song.
What's your favorite homecoming activity and why?
My favorite homecoming activity was probably the rowing thing because it was really fun to get under 230 in 10 strokes.
My favorite was probably selling popcorn with the other 4th graders because it's actually fun, getting money. Mine was either the rowing thing because my sister was there, or cornhole because I kept on beating Arya.
Okay, last question. If you had to describe Sidwell in one word, what would it be?
Probably a community for everybody to feel welcome.
Community. Wait, what was the question?
If you had to describe Sidwell in one word, what would it be?
Yeah, community.
Okay, we're going to start with what's your name and what grade are you in?
My name is Julia, and I'm a junior, so I'm in 11th grade.
Okay, what's your favorite homecoming tradition, Julia?
Well, this year, GSOC got to play a game. We haven't really been doing it in the past, but I hope that this becomes a tradition, and I hope we get to play again next year. But other than that, there's always great food because all the clubs, they always bring great stuff.
Okay, who has inspired you the most in your community, the Sidwell?
I think my friends, because I always see them working really hard, actually grinding to get those good grades. I think they work really hard, and they inspire me to work hard too.
Okay, last question. What's your favorite Sidwell value or tradition and why?
I like peace because sometimes it gets kind of crazy, and you just gotta have peace. And so I think it's a really good one.
And who am I here with today, and what grade are you in?
I'm Nadia. I'm Sarah, and we're juniors.
If you could invite one celebrity to HOCO, who would it be?
We would invite Tate McRae.
All right. Next guest.
Hello. Thank you for coming to the Friends Inspired podcast. So starting off, what are your names and your grades, and what year did you come to Sidwell?
My name is Adana. I came in 9th grade, and I'm currently a junior.
I'm Christina. I also came in 9th grade, and I'm also a junior.
So I'd like you guys to finish the sentence. Homecoming means...
The dance, or?
In general, the day, the dance, whatever you like.
The day is all about community. One of our Quaker spices. If you look around, there's a lot of people of all different backgrounds, but we all have Sidwell in common, and I think that's the big community building day.
I agree. I think homecoming means community. Today we had the experience of talking to some Black alumni, and they offered a bunch of advice and things that we can start thinking about now in our high school lives. And they even asked us questions on how they could better incorporate us within the community. And I think that's wonderful how we've built such a community of people here, and we always have people to talk to.
So what has made this year's homecoming feel different or extra special?
I think that this is the first time that I've been involved in clubs at most, and previous to this I hadn't been selling goods or fundraising for different clubs, but this is the first year where I've been able to get involved more in trying to support my community by fundraising. And I feel like every single time that I go to a table, I know at least one person, so there's always someone to laugh with.
That's nice. Yeah.
Yeah, basically same thing. This is the first year I've also been a club head. So as a first year, I've been involved in like engaged in like the effort of producing a successful homecoming.
What club are you doing?
I did BGS and that's it.
And what does that stand for?
Black Girl Society.
Nice. What about you?
I'm also doing BGS, and I just came from Sidwell Friends Crew. That's a school sports team that I'm on. So we're doing like an erg challenge. So it was super cool to see other kids getting involved in the sport as well.
Okay, here's one fun question. What's your only at Sidwell moment?
That's a hard one. I really don't know. I feel like there's a lot to pick from, but then also probably something to do with academics, like because it's like the school's so academically rigorous, you won't see certain traditions. Also, Quaker Day,
Quaker Day, yeah.
Days, and also Quaker Games. I
Yeah.
think that's like only at Sidwell moment. Like you'll never see that anywhere else.
Yeah, I think a big one is just yesterday when we had that like mental health day. I've never heard of anything like I don't know. I guess they're like really focused on mental health, so that's like only a Sidwell thing.
Hi, thank you so much for doing this. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Karen Braylove.
Great. We just want to ask you a couple questions today. My first one is, what's your favorite like homecoming activity that you?
Coming, seeing everybody, seeing students, seeing alum. Yeah, I wear a lot of hats. I've got 3 grandkids still here, a couple of Fishers, a Ugel. I taught drama in the middle school for 24 years. I've always loved homecoming, and of course, rah-rah football.
Yeah, of course. And then, what's one homecoming tradition that's like your favorite homecoming tradition?
I'm gonna call eating cotton candy a homecoming tradition.
Nice. Okay. What's your favorite flavor?
Oh, any color.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Sure.
All right, who am I here with today, and what grade are you in?
I'm Tess. I'm in 4th grade. And I'm Reagan, and I'm also in 4th grade.
All right. Who has inspired you most in the Sidwell community?
Well, all my teachers and my I was new last year, and I was in 3X, and my teachers were Miss Siegel, now known as Teacher Madi, and Teacher Cleo, and they really taught me how to let my light shine and be more confident. So.
And who is your favorite teacher and why?
Miss Siegel is my favorite teacher because she just like really gutsy and she likes cats like I do. And she likes math. Yeah. Miss Sam because she really like taught me how to understand science. And before I really like PE and art, but now I understand science as like a whole different thing now. And it's between my family.
And last question, what song should be our official homecoming anthem?
This Little Light of Mine. I think it should be This Little Light of Mine, Jody.
All right, thank you, guys.
Hi. Okay, say your name and your grade.
Hi, I'm Kari, and I'm in 7th grade.
I'm Khailey, and I'm a sophomore.
Okay, my first question is, what's your favorite homecoming tradition?
Probably the food and like having a bunch of my friends here.
For me, it's definitely like the sports and yeah, like the football games and the volleyball games and stuff.
Okay. What makes Sidwell Friends feel like home to you guys?
Probably that there's a lot of diversity and a lot of people that you wouldn't get to meet from other schools you can meet here.
For me, it's that we have a really like big community and we have different like ways to connect with other people who like to do the same things as you. So like with like clubs and stuff and affinity groups and all that kind of stuff.
Okay, last question. What snack best represents Sidwell and why?
Ooh, this is hard. Probably Auntie Anne's pretzels because they're my favorite.
I would say croissant cheese melts because that's the best lunch.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, hi. Do you want to start with your name and your grade?
My name is Jameson Johnson, and I'm in 11th grade.
Great. If you had to describe Sidwell in 3 emojis, what would they be?
A fox emoji, a book emoji, and a basketball emoji.
Yeah, that's very valid. Okay, and if you could change one rule at Sidwell for a day, what would you pick?
Definitely a late start on one day of the week,
Yeah.
like a Wednesday or a Friday.
Oh, that would hit.
Something like that.
All right.
Start at 9 instead of
Yes.
8, because no one wants to get up at 6:30.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, bye.
We're just going to start with your name.
My name is Tom Donlin.
It's nice to meet you. So my first question for you is, what advice would you give current Sidwell students?
My advice would be to stay focused. There's a lot of distractions around you, probably more so in your day and age than when I was a teenager, from social media to even just your friends talking about tests and points and, a teacher didn't do this and that. There's a lot of misinformation, if you will, out there, or unnecessary information. Just stay focused on you, do your best, and good things will come.
And then, if you could add any new Sidwell tradition, what would it be?
Well, they've had these a couple of times in the past, but I'd have more student-faculty competitions. I know that there was one yesterday with the dodgeball. There used to be one back in the day with basketball, but even things like volleyball or softball, games that could happen during lunch in particular seasons, just to bring the students and the faculty a little closer together. You're welcome.
Hello. So thank you for getting interviewed by the Friends Inspired podcast.
Yes.
What is your name and what is your grade?
Yeah, so I'm Isabel Meredith, and this is Belle, and we're both juniors.
Awesome. So I have a question. You've been bringing this dog to school every day, and why is that for?
Yeah, so I'm training her to be a guide dog for a blind or a visually impaired person. And so she's 11 months old now, and she'll be with me for a few more months. And so I bring her to school to socialize her and for training.
That's really awesome. And so can you tell me a bit about the club that you're a part of?
Yeah, so my club is PAW, Protecting Animal Welfare. She's our mascot, and we work to, we do fundraisers, and we're selling cookies and cards today. We made some cards with her paw print on them, and it has a little bit about our club's mission on the back. So yeah, and all the proceeds are going to an animal shelter.
Thank you so much for talking with us. And who is your favorite teacher?
One of my favorite teachers is Dr. Dingman. I've had him for 2 years. I'm currently in comparative religion, which is my favorite class. And I love that he starts every day with a trivia question, and all of the classes are very engaging.
Okay, so who is Belle's favorite teacher? Who do you think?
I don't know. She really likes Miss Hamilton, because Miss Hamilton's our club's advisor. And yeah, she loves to see Miss Hamilton in math class or in the hallways. So
thank you so much for talking with us. Thanks, Belle.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, what's your name and what grade are you in?
I'm Yosni, and I'm in 6th grade.
Cool. Okay, so we're just going to ask you a few questions. My first is, what's one word that captures the Sidwell spirit?
Probably energetic.
Nice. Okay. What snack best represents Sidwell friends and why?
Bomb pops, because I have those a lot here.
Nice. Okay. My last question is, if you could pick 3 emojis to describe Sidwell, what would they be?
A heart, a fox, and a popsicle.
Nice. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay. Hi, guys. We're just going to start with your name and what grade you guys are in.
Okay, so I'm Amelia. I'm in 8th grade.
I'm Roxy, and I'm in 6th grade.
Cool. Okay. So we're just going to ask you a few questions. My first question is, which teacher or staff member brings the most school spirit?
Okay, for me, I think Dr. Garman, he brings a lot of school spirit.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Okay. My next question is, who's your favorite teacher and why?
My favorite teacher has to be my advisor, Miss Pickens, because she brings so much energy, and she's just a great advisor.
My favorite teacher is my homeroom teacher, Miss Becky, because she's just so cool, energetic, and she's a really good sense of style.
Nice. Okay, hi. So tell me your name and your grade.
My name's Henry, and I'm in 6th grade.
My name's Kian, and I'm in 6th grade.
My name's Kai, and I'm in 6th grade.
Okay, so we're just going to ask you a couple questions. My first one is, if you had to describe Sidwell in one word, what would it be?
I'd probably say basketball, friends.
Friends, I guess.
Okay, cool. Okay, and then if you could invite one celebrity to homecoming, what would it be?
I'd say Alex Sarr.
Okay.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Lamine Yamal.
Interesting. Okay, last question. If Star the Fox could talk, what would he say?
I hope you friends have a good time. Hello, friends.
Sidwell Spirit.
Okay, great. Thank you.
What are your names? What grade are you in? And what year did you come to Sidwell?
I'm Casper. I'm in 9th grade, and this is my first year at Sidwell.
Nice.
I'm Nicholas. I'm in also 9th grade, and I came to Sidwell in 6th grade.
So I have a few questions for you guys. And the first one for both of you guys is, finish the sentence. Homecoming means, you can talk about the dance, the day, but what do you think homecoming means to you?
I think it means like a time for the Sidwell community to get together, have some fun, just like think about just the community and not always schoolwork, not about grades, just to have fun as a community.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's my first homecoming in high school. So what I think homecoming really means to me is like being able to get together with all your friends, see all these athletic events, and all you also learn a lot about the school's history and stuff.
So what does friends mean to you in Sidwell Friends? What does that mean to you?
I think it signifies, or I think it means like.
It's all right. We will cut that out.
All right, I think it means like the community of the Sidwell students and teachers and faculty, and I think that community is really strong through like the events we host and like homecoming. So I think it strengthens the community of friends here. Yeah, I think it really means like the community of Sidwell. It's really easy to make friends, make new friends, make friends with upperclassmen and stuff. And it's like you can really feel that strong bond, that community we have here at Sidwell.
Okay. So what snack best represents Sidwell Friends? We've had many different hot takes on this. So what do y'all think?
It has to be the apple fritter. I mean, from the Foxton, I believe it's the most popular item. Mm-hmm. I think it's the most like bang for your buck. Mm-hmm. Only $3, and when you get it warmed up, oh my God, it's just it can make your day. Yeah, I'll have to agree on that one. I see everyone with apple fritters, so.
I've never had the apple fritter, and I don't know why, but I'm gonna try it.
You gotta try it.
Is it like crunchy and sweet?
It's not really crunchy, but like it's more like soft and cakey. But like once you get it warmed up, it could be like softer.
That sounds nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
Thank you for getting interviewed by us.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And who am I here with today?
I'm Isaac Miller. I'm a teacher in the upper school. I teach chemistry and physics.
All right. And what advice would you give to current students at Sidwell Friends?
I think my big piece of advice is you're only here 4 years. This is really a small part of your life. And I think thinking long term, thinking kind of the long game. What are you interested in? What do you care about? And just think about what steps you need to take along the way. I think sometimes students get too fixated on just the next goal, the college. But, you've got a whole life ahead of you, I think, thinking about really what you want to do with that is how to use it fair.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. Who am I here with today?
My name is Naomi.
And what grade are you in?
I'm a sophomore.
All right. And the first question is, what do you love most about the Sidwell community?
I really love the friends that I've made and the bonds that I have with my kids in my grade and in the other grade.
All right. And last question, who is your favorite teacher and why?
My favorite teacher is probably Miss Labarda because I had her freshman year for physics, and she's also my rowing coach. And so I've got to experience her as my mentor in multiple different settings.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you so much for doing this. Maybe we should start with your name and what year you read.
Sure. Andrew Smith Herman, class of 2006.
Okay, so if you don't mind, we're just going to ask you a couple questions.
Sure.
My first question is, what's your favorite homecoming activity?
Homecoming activity. So when I was here, I would captain the boys soccer team. So I'm partial. I'm going to have to say the boys soccer game. Favorite memories there. Yeah. Yeah.
And then another thing is, what's your favorite homecoming tradition that you hope is still going on?
I love the Next to New sale. I don't know if it's still going on. I absolutely love the Next to New sale. There's always some gems down there. I think my varsity jacket's probably down there somewhere. But yeah, no, I love the next to new sale.
And then last question would be, how do you think like Sidwell has shaped you?
I think I always find myself going back to the things that we learn here, right? So things like simplicity, letting your life speak. There's that of God in everyone, right? So those are really still core beliefs for me that I try to bring up in my daily life. Yeah.
Thank you so much for doing.
You're welcome.
Who am I here with today?
I'm Manka. I'm in 8th grade.
And if you could describe Sidwell in 3 emojis, what would they be?
Probably like the fox emoji. Like that one, like the chicken emoji, like the chicken, and probably like skins.
All right, thanks, Mika.
So, what grade are you guys in?
Like
6,
6, 7.
Okay, period.
There's no problem.
Okay. Hey guys.
Hi.
So, what are your names, your grades, and what year did you come to Sidwell?
Okay, so my name's Clara. I'm in 7th grade, and I came in PK, so like a lifer.
My name's Emmy. I came in kindergarten and I'm in 7th grade.
My name's Aria. I came in PK and I'm in 7th grade.
All right, so like, what's one word that describes your grade?
Like energetic, I would say.
I would say like unexpected and like wild.
Interesting.
Like you're pulling it. If I'm aware.
Okay, just.
Maybe like fun or like positive.
Mm-hmm. So like, what does friends mean to you in Sidwell Friends?
To me, friends probably means like people who stick with you for everything you do, and like also friends who like look after you. Like for me, I can't walk super fast right now, and these two have just been walking slow with me all day because I'm in like a boot. So like, yeah, good friend.
Friends for me means like having like kind of adding on to what Clara said, like a good community around you, and like having just people around you that you can like know that like you're in a safe space and that you can talk and just like feel like they like get you like know them.
Friends to me means like just someone I can always rely on and I can tell everything to without it being like leaked or like having someone else know about it, and just like being able to trust people and like kind of what Clara said, like if I can't do something, then like they'll just like stay with me and stick with me.
All right, so this is a hot take question. What snack best represents Sidwell Friends and why? I've heard many things, apple fritter and stuff. So what's y'all think?
Quaker oats, because we're Quaker.
Okay, that's a smart one. Yeah.
I'm gonna say like I'm not sure. Like I don't know. Maybe like salt and vinegar chips. I don't know.
Wait, why?
Just what you like.
Oh yeah, I hate it.
Okay, I'm just gonna say Cheez-Its because like the name of our school is really cheesy. But
okay.
Oh, I have a joke. I remember Declan saying this a lot. Like, I remember because everybody would like say the name wrong. Oh, our bad. I remember everyone would like say the name wrong, and he would be like, "What's a Quaker's favorite meal? Cheese and quackers."
Oh my.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys for talking with us. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, for the bloopers, yeah, ASMR.
Okay.
Okay.
I have the exact same thing for ice talk.
3. Wait, I mean we should.